We're trying again. Let's see if there's audio now. Hi guys, welcome back to IamCasa. I'm Andrea. I'm here today with Ross Povey, editor-in-chief of Revolution, watch collector and passionate enthusiasts, and double profiling on Instagram.
Yeah.
So Tudor collector and 165 club.
Yes.
Welcome to my channel.
Yeah, it's great to be here and to finally meet you.
Thank you so much. Great to have you there. Real pleasure and a honor. We're there in Montecarlo, the Hotel Hermitage, and trying to see some watches. We've seen quite a few.
Yeah.
And we're here for your personal favorites from the exclusive timepieces auction from Monaco Legend Group. I see you brought 3 really different watches.
All very different.
All from the same brand.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a passionate enthusiast about Rolex and Tudor. Those of you that follow me on Instagram will know that, and I have 2 very kind of I love the vintage watches from the 50s, and I love the very modern watches, which is, I think, going to be highlighted in my selection. So,
oh yes,
the first is this very unusual reference 9083, nicknamed the UFO because even now it looks like no other Rolex.
oh yes.
And we've talked about there being a lot of hype about integrated bracelet watches, Nautilus, Royal Oak. I don't believe this was the first ever integrated bracelet watch, but it's certainly the first from Rolex. And to me, it's just so cool. It's like nothing else. It's got a precision movement, very gentle patination on the dial, hobnail finish on the dial, and these unusual lugs. Lugs that then connect to a standard oyster rivet bracelet. Again, this watch is in beautiful condition. The estimate is 3,000 to 6,000 euros, so it's not a hugely expensive watch. It's 36 millimeters, so it's very current in its size, on the small side, but you know I love the smaller oysters. For me, 36 mil in an oyster case is perfect.
Yes.
In fact, the next watch I'm going to talk about is a 36 mil Rolex. But I think maybe, if anything, this, because it's round and it's so unusual, it wears maybe almost a little larger than 36.
Yep, and the lugs goes pretty much like outside from the case. No, it's a very interesting watch.
Yeah, I think so.
Super below the radar. Yes.
Yeah. So that was my first pick.
Nice one. Really nice one. I've seen already someone talking about the Daytona here. Someone has watched it.
Oh, right, okay.
But no.
What should we talk about that then?
Whatever you like. Yeah.
I'll just
huge fan.
look
Huge
at
fan
this.
as well. You're a big fan of stones as well.
Yeah, I like stones on Rolexes.
So good. Someone told me it's the only way to get the only Rolex collection with just exclusive timepieces. Because the only exclusive timepieces from Rolexes, someone told me, are the stones. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, I mean, they are incredibly well made and incredibly well executed, and Rolex invest a huge amount of time in gem setting, in picking only the very, very, very finest stones. And to me, this watch is slightly under the radar still. Gem set Daytonas have exploded, and this is the 116589 RBR with 2 rows of brilliant diamonds on the bezel, and then diamond set hour markers, and it's brilliant.
Yep, it is.
I mean, the white gold Daytona is something that I think is wearable because it's not as it's not as in your face as yellow gold.
Yeah.
And for me, white gold's always been a little bit more understated.
The gems are a little bit, shiny. So.
Yeah, and then it's just lifted by the diamonds on the bezel. And traditionally, this bezel has been less popular than the baguette set.
I was going to ask you that.
Yeah.
Do you prefer the baguette one or that one?
I think both have their merits. I love the way that this watch almost sparkles.
Super true.
You can't really tell from pictures just how beautiful this watch is in the flesh, in the metal. And so, yeah, I had to pick this because I think it's a really great opportunity to get into gem set Daytonas, because it's seemingly at the minute, from what we're seeing in terms of interest here at Monaco Legend Group and with other auctions that have been happening recently, that if it says Daytona on the dial, it tends to do very, very well. And so I just think this is a very interesting watch. Not many of them around either. It's not it's not a very commonly seen watch. So
that's what we like.
Yeah, I think so, and I think the black dial just is very understated as well. I mean, I guess saying that this watch is understated might be a bit not disingenuous, but it isn't. But in some ways, it is at the same time. So,
true.
So that was my second pick, and it's still got the service stickers on, which is very
cool. All the stickers, yeah.
Yeah, great watch.
Then we're at the last one.
Yeah, I mean, this watch is unbelievable. This is a 1950s Overtoner.
Stellina, yes.
Yes, yeah, with star dial.
So good.
I'm not very good at getting this captured.
Don't worry.
I mean, what a great watch.
Indeed, it's so good.
And the 6098's story really is fascinating to me. The Italian watch collectors have been fascinated with these watches, as you know, for many, many decades. And for me, I think it really talks a lot about the history of sports watches. The 6098 was actually the reference that was on the Hillary and Norgate expedition up on Everest. They weren't gold watches, they were steel watches, and that began was the genesis of the Explorer line of watches. So for me, the 6098 has always had that mythical story behind it, as being this incredible explorer watch that successfully made the ascent of Everest. However, the watch was also made in yellow gold, and I believe is one of the most beautiful Rolex oysters ever created. What lifts this watch is again two levels. The fact it's a star dial,
yes,
and that this star dial has a hobnail texture. What takes this watch into the next league is the condition of the dial.
True.
I mean, it's just perfect. Very often these dials are discoloured, and they're not. The stars are not always aligned straight. And on this example, they're perfect.
Yes.
And the bracelet is wonderful. Yellow gold Jubilee bracelet.
It's a really perfect Stellina.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's just an absolutely wonderful watch.
So good.
Yeah, I mean, even the crown on this is it. I mean, it's just so for me, it's I had to pick this because it's an important watch in the history of Rolex.
Plus a great condition.
But the condition is just stunning.
Yeah, thank you so much. That's a great lineup.
Yeah, well,
it's lineup.
Eclectic, I think, is the phrase.
Unfortunately, no tutors, but
no cheaters in the sale. I mean,
next
time I'll have a word with Davide and say we need two more Tudors represented in the sale next time. So hopefully in April I can pick some Tudors.
Great, let's meet up again.
Yeah, let's do that.
Thank you so much for being there.
No, thank you.
Great pleasure. Thank you guys for being with us, and see you in the next live, and enjoy the auction on Sunday. Bye, have a nice day.